run like the wind.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take it!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
You couldn't melt butter in that furnace. Get it stoked.
Right away.
Sorry, but the Master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
Why is the tavern shut?
What was all that crashing and banging about?
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is what they want to know what to do.
1,000 gil. It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you.
How about a hot bath?
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the desert.
Rosina Dalamil. But how will we find...
And that she was working. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their community. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil.
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
And that's exact.
Are you looking for something in particular?
go with Gilbert.
The gate is closed.
Knighting, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneur.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies.
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dal...
No.
Well...
This river runs all the way to the Suns.
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Don't find off the owner's only a young...
The Briar's Kiss you...
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
And a tiny bonus outside of Cook's trough is when they want an order to take for us.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family anytime.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yeah, a long-standing
Then you should He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense. What wax candles?
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that? Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business do you have with the desert?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I... think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is a fitting talent.
You know who I am. So what now? Calling them...
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She...
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
from the stoutest stoneware.
The juiciest meat from Greens.
It would make a fine gift.
Is this the
Who was? So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of...
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years. Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man.
See that he get... Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you. My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystal. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making the...
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like, let us divide our forces, Clive.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse...
You've heard?
I've heard rumor.
Damn thing. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups. Us common folk have hardly had it. And it isn't as if we can buy...
Do you have a...
Depends what.
Just a question.
Well, whereas the soldiers, the men of the rock.
Is that so?
The most fragrant herbs
needed to a silken softness.
You wouldn't believe how
like
much
eating
you
a
gave. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm...
Ugh, then be off with you.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and unurged. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my...
The gentleman who was with you.
Thank you.
Let me treat you.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. But not...
What are you doing? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
That the supply of crystals has dried up. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private gut, I'll wager that... We'll meet with and put an end.
Ha! It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Let's go.
Yeah!
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
You've all the silver and stones I could scrape together.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property you're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs! Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up! Get him! Over here! Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerate.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the... Well...
Indeed, the people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two... Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe...
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. How very Of course. There's simply no... Ours... At least... So... You and what? Alas. Still... Best of luck.
I hear you and the Master are working together now.